Z community, what is going on? It's me, Azizz, and today we're going to be talking all about options. So before we start the video, make sure that you are zapping that like button, the subscribe button, and gently tapping that notifications bell. Now without further ado, let's explain what options are. Options are contracts that are made up of 100 shares of stock, and it is an agreement between a buyer and a seller to either buy or sell a stock at a specific price. This specific price is also known as the strike price. When the stock actually hits this strike price, the option is exercised and then assigned. We will talk about exercising and assignment sometime later in this video, so make sure that you stay tuned. But for now, let's knock the most basic terms. Now, one of the many reasons that options are becoming a lot more popular is because of something that is called the premium. The premium is a fee that the buyer will actually pay to create the contract. The seller, on the other hand, receives this premium and they look at it in two different ways. They either look at it as income or dollar cost averaging. Income is income, but dollar cost averaging, also known as DCA, is just the act of reducing the average cost at what you bought the shares for. For example, if I ended up buying a stock at $10 per share, but I receive a premium of $1 per share, I just reduced my average price to $9 a share. The same thing can also happen when you are receiving dividends from a dividend-paying stock, but that's completely out of the scope of this video. Now, before we talk about the different types of options that there are and the different types of option trades you can make, let's go back to exercising and assignment of these contracts. Now, back in the day before the COVID pandemic, exercising meant that you would go out for a run or just go to the gym. But in today's day, exercising is when you activate the certain contract. You can do this at any time if it's profitable for you. In this case, you are not forced to exercise the contract at all. So if you decide not to exercise the contract, it can expire after a specific expiration date. Contract assignment, on the other hand, is when you are forced to buy or sell shares of the stock at the agreed on strike price. For example, if I bought shares of a stock at $10 per share, but I have a contract where I can sell them for $11, once it hits $11, I can exercise the contract and it'll force the person on the other end to buy them from me at $11. Even if it's at $15 or $20 or $30, I'm basically selling it for $11. If it doesn't make too much sense, just wait until the end of the video because we're going to be wrapping it all up with different types of examples. Now, each and every single options contract comes with an expiration date. And in a situation where it's not profitable for one to exercise their contract, then they would just wait until expiration. For contract sellers, this is actually a good thing because it means that you keep the premium that was paid out to you. For options buyers, on the other hand, it is not a good thing because you're the one giving out that premium. Which brings us to the different types of options so that we get a more clear understanding of how this entirely different investment world works. So there are two types of options, a call and a put. Both of these things you can buy and sell, which gives us 4 different scenarios that we're going to be looking at right now. Now, if you decide to buy call options, this will give you the right to buy stocks at the strike price. For example, if I see that there is a stock that is trading at $10 per share, but I feel like I want to buy it at $11 because it seems like it might go down at any minute, I will buy a call contract to buy this stock when it hits $11 per share. This $11 per share would be the strike price. You can also sell call options, which actually forces you to sell your stocks to somebody else. It is actually the reverse situation of buying a call option, but in this case, somebody is forcing you to sell them your stocks at the strike price. This is actually where I did my first ever options mistake, so if you want to learn from that, be sure to click the gray box over my bald head top. I'll give you 2 seconds. Alright, now we're back. Now with put options, on the other hand, you can actually force somebody to sell the stocks to you at the strike price. For example, if a stock is trading at $10 per share, but I feel like that's a little bit overpriced, I can buy a put option at a strike price of $9. And whenever the stock hits that $9 and the person on the other side has no other option but to sell those stocks to me at $9. Now again, you can do the exact reverse situation and sell put options. So in this situation, I would actually be the one who is getting forced to buy the shares at $9 as we discussed in the last example. But this is only if the owner of the stock decides to exercise the option. If not, it'll just expire worthless. Now there's so many more different factors when it comes down to the options world, such as implied volatility, the Greeks, and all of the different strategies. But if you guys want me to make different videos on that, let me know in the comment section down below. Same thing applies if you guys have any questions about what we've discussed today. Now ZCommunity, I'm only asking you to do one thing: liking, subscribing, and notifications bell. Right down below is where you need to do that. Anyways, ZCommunity, thank you guys for watching this video. This is me, Azizz, signing out. Peace.